Hi there, it's Moira McDonald. Apologies for the length of time since I last spoke to you. I'd like to make excuses, but I've not really got one, to be honest. Well, I mean, things haven't been great. I wasn't doing very well health-wise, nothing significant, just a reaction to medication that wasn't particularly pleasant. And then I started to worry about, was it reaction to medication or was I dying? Because that's what I'm like. In the event, it would appear, no, I am not dying. I am perfectly healthy, as always. Then unfortunately my father-in-law passed away last week, or in fact no, it was this week, it was Monday this week. So we've got a funeral to attend next week. And that's really, not made things particularly great of late. But anyway, I'm back today to show you a video of a wee book that I've made. Actually, it's not so much a wee book as quite a substantial book. Very, very big for me. Not my usual style at all, because I am Mrs. One Signature when I can get away with it. That's all my wee bits of lace and whatever lying about my desk. That definitely going in the next book because I want it all off my desk. So anyway, I'll run through this and let you have a wee look at it. It is made from, the closure is going to be this kind of, actually this came to us wrapped around a very attractive bunch of flowers from my husband's work. So, you know, as you do, I thought, here, that'll go really nice with my journal. And there wasn't anything else to do with it once you unwrap the flowers and put them in a vase, so I thought it would go quite well with the journal. The journal itself is made from an old cereal box that I have used wadding and then covered with a very attractive kind of handwritten fabric. There are little corner protectors, as always, front and back. So there's 5 signatures. I'll try and go through this as quickly as possible. It shouldn't take that long, actually. I haven't done very much. In fact, I've not done any stamping in the actual journal itself, so that's quite unusual for me. So let's get into things and see how we do. So inside some scrapbooking paper here, I have a wee, what looks like a wee kind of negative of a picture, but it is in fact just an acetate. And I die cut the wee frame from some pink kind of rose gold metallic type card. We've got a wee fabric ruffle down the bottom there, and there's a wee fabric tag up the top. Oh, I want to show you that. These wee, see this wee gem here? I think I've got another 9 of those, right, because I bought 10, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I would quite frankly stick them to my body if I could get away with it and it wasn't going to be uncomfortable, but it will be, so I won't bother. Right, so we've got a wee pocket here, and it's just a kind of Victorian style advert from, it's a book on gardening that I got that's all about Victorian gardening. It's not a Victorian book obviously, but it's about Victorian gardening. So there's a variety of images and whatever that I've used in this. Wee card here, just a wee journaling card, and you can put thoughts, so that's for your thoughts. I should really punch that wee hole again. Just a variety of ephemera has been stuck to it, and I stamped and the story begins on a piece of fabric there and just sewed round it. So book page from a book that is, I'm trying to think, it is very early, it's very early 1930s I think, this particular book, children's book. This is, oh lord that sounds, vellum that's been tea stained. Oh, the tea staining in this book, and it is all tea stained, is peppermint tea, to help one's stomach. So peppermint tea, so there's, it might be vaguely green, but not tremendously so. A wee bit of washi there, a piece of fabric with a wee bit of stamping on it. Just a wee kind of, this is I was kind of watching videos left, right and centre the other day, and I saw an Amityville one that I quite liked, where she did some sewing of papers just randomly, and I did that. The today's story, I actually downloaded a font for my computer. Oh, that, by the way, that's fabric again that I stamped on up top. Downloaded a font for my computer and just typed out, you know, it's like a typewriter, an old-fashioned typewriter font. Just typed out a variety of words, and there's one or two dotted about the book. Another book page here. We kind of collage come cluster type thing. Just an image from that Victorian gardening book. Best day ever. Again, this is fabric with stamping on it, and another way. Actually, what I want to do is I've got a couple of these to stick somewhere in the book, so I'll put them on. So I've got a wee kind of heart tag there on a wee bulb pin. So we'll stick that there. Right. Wee kind of tip in, just a wee bit of net and some seam binding that's been dyed with using Tim Holt's Distress ink. Oh, we've got a pocket here and I don't have anything for it. Looking about to see, nope, don't think I've got anything here I can put in it. There's definitely a pocket, so you can, there's other stuff dotted about the book that you could use about. Some square paper. This is just a wee bit of a book page that folds out. It's on a wee bit of washi. One of those wee pockets, I knew I had one of these to fill things in with. So I just stamped out some of those Tim Holtz tickets, and they can fit in there. And that's the centre of the first signature. I've just left the threads. There's quite a number of threads throughout the book, obviously, because there's been a fair wee bit of sewing in it, and I don't really do a lot of sewing, as you know, and if you look at it close up you'll realise that. But the less said about that the better. Absolutely more than ample room for journaling in this wee book. Another wee Tim Holtz die cut word, just put on a wee kind of ticket I cut out. Here's another wee tuck, and it's not so much a real tuck, it's just a wee fold over. In here we have a wee piece of digital ephemera from just a wee letter I've got, and I'll turn it over so you can see the back. This is an acetate tag I made. It says dream on it. Just acetate that's printed with a map of Europe. There's a few of these in the book. Die cut the wee lady with a heart, and then die cut the word dream from a Nouveau die set. In fact, wait, I'll show you what it is. I bought the Tonic Craft Kit number 19 a while back. I didn't realise when I initially bought it that you buy it a month ahead of when it's released. If I'd have realised that I wouldn't have bothered, to be honest, but having said that, it's not as if I'm not going to use this stuff. It's just I hate waiting, absolutely hate waiting. I'm really impatient in many respects. Made a couple of wee kind of pockets here just using some scrapbooking paper from K & Company. A wee tag with a wee fabric image, and it's got some padding in it just to fluff it up. And that's one of those words that I printed off on the computer again. So it fits in this top wee pocket here and wee bottom one. And I just added some buttons. These aren't actually vintage buttons, I don't think, as such. But just stamped out a wee card and sewed them on. Just for a wee additional to the book. Over the page we've got a wee bit of digital ephemera here, which may or may not be in my Etsy shop. To be honest, I can't remember what is in my Etsy shop. In fact, I've shut my Etsy shop for a wee while because there's just so much going on in my life that I couldn't do anything with. So the last thing I really wanted to do was to have to go to the post office to send a card or anything. A couple of wee fancy buttons on a wee card that I stamped. Again, book page. This wee snippet, it's actually substantial enough, I would say, this wee snippet. I've put one of those wee holder things on it and added just a wee kind of bulldog type clip thing to add it on. I had planned to put a bookmark charm thing on it, but I can't find where I've put them. No idea where they are. So I'll need to go in with that. Just bear with me while I attach this again, if I can. There we go. That's a tea bag that I stamped on, and that's a wee tab that I cut out with this that came from budleycrafts.co.uk. So, over the page, that's the end of that first signature. Second signature, another one of those wee kind of amity bloom things. Another wee collage cluster type thing down there. Music paper, different type of book page, another wee fabric ruffle. Over here I've got another wee tuck spot, and I have used, I've got a Sussex die for doing Rolodex cards, and in this one we have another acetate tag with more of the map on it, and it just says Big World. Again, stamped out using that Nouveau, Tonic craft kit. This is a genuine bona fide vintage postcard of presumably some sort of actress, Miss Gabrielle Ray, and it is dated July the 11th, 1907, from Fort William up in Scotland, and it's addressed to somebody down in County Durham. Hope you like, it's written on Tuesday, Fort William Tuesday. Hope you like the cards I sent. Weather still, I'm not sure what this is. Something, I don't know. Perhaps before I finish this card it will be raining. If you care to drop me a line, Post Office Oban will find me for a few days. Regards, JH. It has started raining. There's a surprise. Rain in Fort William, who would have thought? I have never been in Fort William and seen the sunshine. And so in 1907, it's pretty much the same as it is in 2017, 2018, 2019. Never is sunny in Fort William as far as I'm concerned. It rains. But it's a nice place. And it's, you know, I'm not surprised. We were staying in, when we were up that direction, we were staying in a place called Benderloch, which is just up the road from Oban a bit. And, you know, sending something to the Post Office Oban, I could imagine in those days they would find her absolutely no bother. Not so much these days. It's a wee bit busier. Right, doily. Another wee kind of cluster type thing here, using a variety of book pages and images. Oh, another wee cluster here. Wee bit of lace. Stamp for the Queen. Here I have added, well, there's one of those Tracy Fox curly, what do you call them, paper clips. It's one of my wee kind of concertina tags that I have, oops, that's folded over, I didn't mean to do that. Just a scrapbook and paper, and I have dressed it up a wee bit. You can obviously journal on the back there, and the paper clip's really just to hold it, because obviously it is quite big and will almost certainly, the weight of it would pull the page over. Another wee cluster there, centre of the second signature. Right, I really need to speed this up, because it's not as if I need to take this long. Oh, tea bag with I am by your side, and if you're writing this, think of me sitting here as if I was by your side. Hold on till I get a mouthful of tea. Actually, it's coffee. Coffee with chocolate in it, because that's what I'm like. Can't be too sweet for me. Just an image from that book about gardening. This is a wee bit of fabric. I bought a number of fabric die cuts. They're all flowers, that, you know, that basically that shape. and they're all batik fabrics, but they're nice and they're bright and I thought they brought something to it. Another tea bag up here with some stamping of a wee typewriter and just a fabric flower and a wee pearl in the middle. Another wee fold over part here from a book page, and here this wasn't originally intended in being a pocket, but I put this page in upside down, and when I discovered I'd put it in upside down I thought, well, I'm not ripping that out, so I cut another bit of the book and made a semicircle so you can easily get your fingers in. You might recognise this because I did a video on this a while back. I've added to it in as far as I just added some decoration stickers and fabrics and whatever, paper ruffles, just to kind of brighten it up a wee bit. So it's just for a wee extra journaling book, wee pocket there should you want to put a wee ticket or something in it. And there's also an envelope I made. I didn't make the envelope itself was an envelope that was tea stained, and I just did some stamping on it, some washi, wee bit of fabric, paper flower. This is a piece of digital ephemera that I just cut and attached as if it was the address, and some vintage stamps. So it sits in there. So over the page, and a wee fabric collage. Well, I don't know how best to describe it. Another wee kind of cluster up there, cluster here. Oh, this wee bit, I put some sequins, I sewed through some sequins onto this wee bit of fabric, just for a wee bit of sparkle. Because sparkle is always a good thing. Always a good thing. Just a wee bit of glitter paper that die cut. Another one of those wee negative slide things. Another Tim Holtz pocket with some tickets in it, and that one's upside down. In this one we have a wee book. Just another wee book that I made with a variety of different wee papers and some images for extra wee scrapbooking sections. It's a wee pocket there if you want to put in that. That's a piece of fabric with just a stamp on it. Just because, really. Another piece of fabric here that I sewed sequins on, just a wee row of 5 sequins. And here some more sequins. I was going through a sequin phase when I did these couple of pages. Right, and we're on to the last signature. That's good, isn't it? Right, just a wee kind of collage here on top of some cheesecloth, as you would call it in America. It is, in fact, if you put in cheesecloth into Google here, what you get back is not like this. You get basically a kind of muslin type fabric that is intended purely for draining cheese and separating the curds from the whey. So what I actually had to buy was gauze, and it's pretty much the same thing. It comes in big squares, and I just tea stained it and cut bits up here and there, and that's it. And it's like American cheesecloth, it's just cheesecloth in Britain clearly means something quite different. Just a wee journaling card that's obviously slipped in there by accident. I've got another tip in here with a big piece of lace, and it's sewn into a piece of fabric up the top. Another pocket here with some more buttons, should I say, buttons. These are cloak buttons. and just a wee journaling card that I die cut in a kind of journaling card type shape. And up here we've got another one, and a tag that I made with some, it's actually tulips, and then there's a stamp. I can't remember who this stamp is by, but I think it might be Paper Artsy, and they're all poppy related in the First World War and things like that, so I just stamped it out in red and used that because there was red tulips and I thought it went quite well. Over the page, just another wee tag there, and a wee tag here, and a piece of digital ephemera, just a little wee letter. Tea stained paper, so it's quite crushed. Another wee collage and another wee tab up the top. Over here another pocket telling you what to do in July in your garden in relation to vegetables, flowers and fruits. Digital ephemera, and my very lovely friend Lisa Owen kindly sent me some stamps recently that she'd picked up at a craft boot fair type thing, so stamped that out and added a stamping at the top and the bottom with a crafty individual stamp I had, just coloured it in. I thought that looked very attractive. Another wee kind of collage here. And here, that's the centre of the last signature. Here we have, that's the last, oh no it's not, it's the fourth, sorry, still got another one to go. A dirty great big trombone paperclip, done a la Tracy Fox with a wee curlicues. And here my concertina tag is again scrapbook and paper that's just been collaged, and you can completely plain in the back for you to make your wee stories on. So put that in there. No, that's not right. Got it upside down. Your dumpling. There we go. Just a wee tag. Well, actually quite a substantial tag, made with one of those time cards, and it's one of my time cards, so there's no printing on the back of my ones that I bought. And I've got probably, I think about 100, and I may well have 96. Because obviously I don't use them that often. There are so many things that I don't use all that often. Variety of images, there's been some stenciling on it. I think that's a Prima Marketing from one of the kits. It's their, what do you call it, their ephemera kits. That wee butterfly is from, oh gosh, what are they called? I don't know, it's one of the Polish ones. Is it Lemoncraft, I think? And just a couple of digital images from the digital image pack that I have. Rattle through this because this is taking forever, isn't it? Just a wee fabric collage up the top there, and here we have got a wee pocket, and we've got a genuine bona fide postcard it's addressed to Messrs John Hagan's son in somewhere Royd Iron Works, Huddersfield, and it is, I don't think you can see the date on it, but I think it's dated over the other side. Yeah, it's dated September the 11th 1914, so I would imagine if war had not yet been declared, it couldn't have been very far away at that point. Dear Sir, we confirm our conversation as to the length of surface something. Don't know what that says. Looks like drums. Surface drums for the new something, which is 56 5/8 inches long. Who knows? Who knows what they were buying? But there you go, genuine bona fide old postcard. Another one of my, I don't think I've got anything peeled to put this against. Wait a minute, oh no, can I use that? I may be able to see it with this. It's another kind of, it's the European map again, just on acetate, one of those wee tabs at the top. Just added one of my lady images and Believe, which was die cut from that Tonic Craft kit that I'm showing you. I like words. Well, that's fairly clear when you look through some of my other videos. I like words, I like letters, I like numbers. I'm not very good with numbers. I can't count to save my life, to be fair. It takes me a wee while to count some things. But I do like letters, and I think they really add something. Words add a lot to a journal as well. Just a wee die cut rose pink card. Another Amity Bloom type thing. Another one of my wee, what do you call it? My wee negative stencils, or what, wee frames for pictures. Book page, Jenny Wren's door. Maggie wanted sixpence very much to buy the doll's bath with. That was in the window of the corner shop, just below the sugar pig. Her father knew how much Maggie wanted sixpence, and how it was too long to wait for a month. Gosh, see if she only made sixpence in a month. That shows you how long ago that was. Sixpence is, and this is old money, sixpence was 2.5p. We don't even have half p's anymore, but 2p isn't a lot. 2 pence is nothing, so sixpence wasn't an awful lot, but obviously it took her a month to save up her pocket money to get sixpence. So she must have been getting farthings. Now they didn't even have farthings when I was born, so I'm not sure exactly how I would be able to count that one up for you. Right, my lovely friend Lisa also sent me this stamp, and I've combined it with some crafty individual ones, so it's very ladyish, and it says bestie on the back, so that you can journal about the best day you've had. This, in fact, my very good friend Lisa sent me this napkin, I'm pretty sure. So it's decoupage napkin with some collage on top. These are Prima Marketing tickets. I bought a lot of these recently and I really like them. I mean, I know technically they're not vintage, but they are really nice. And some fancy lace that came from China, as most of the really nice lace does these days. Or at least the really nice lace that's cheap comes from China. And we'll just tuck that in there. Centre of the last signature. Another collage here. Oh, another one of the time cards. A couple of vintage buttons. These are genuine vintage buttons at the top of this one, by the way. Just again, I think that's that and that are another piece of ephemera from the Prima Marketing kit I bought. And just some laces, different laces, and a couple of lady images. And down the bottom here I added a vellum flower. Stamped We Don't Remember Days, We Remember Moments up here. On fabric, by the way. And over the page is, oh, wee envelope. And Caroline, if you're watching, this is the only envelope that made it. I spent from 7 o'clock this morning trying to make these little envelopes. Right now, making the actual envelopes themselves, that was a doddle. There was no issue whatsoever in actually making the envelopes. Where the problem started was I had bought itty wee teeny magnets, and I could not tell the north from the south, if you like, when it came to sticking them on. So the first few that I did, I managed to stick the magnets on in such a way that the magnets were not sticking to each other. And then when I tried to get them off, I was firing them across my table because they were so small and it was really difficult. So a couple of envelopes bit the dust. Only one made it. Was it worth it? No, not really. But there you go, itty bitty envelope with wee itty bitty. I got this from, I think this came from AliExpress, this particular die. And that's a scrap. Up here we've got another one of Tracy Fox's paper clips and another wee concertina tag. If I could just work out how to open it. No, it's glued, that's why I can't get it. Blank in the back. So anyway, we're almost done and my battery light's flashing, so I'm going to speed this right up. Last pages. Book for sale in my Etsy shop when I get organised and add it on. So thanks very much for your time. I'll be back really soon because I do have another book to show you, which is considerably smaller, I have to add. So another wee tag, I'll be sticking that on somewhere. So thanks for your time, see you all soon, bye bye.